Hello everyone, and hello Ellie, happy birthday to you. I hope you all are having a wonderful day, and I hope that I can make it more special by sending you all back to 1964, the year Ellie was born. That was 60 long years ago. Wow, that was such a long time, let me tell you. But don't feel bad. Getting older has some benefits. Call it a senior moment. And you can get away with pretty much anything. First, let's take a look back at your generation. People born between 1946 and 1964 are considered to be baby boomers. The generation of baby boomers emerged after the end of World War II, when birth rates around the world spiked. The explosion of new infants became known as the baby boom. During the boom, a baby was born every 8 seconds. As a result, nearly 80 million babies were born in the United States alone. Clearly, the title baby boom was certainly appropriate for this big generation. By 1964, boomers comprised 40% of the U.S. population as the largest generational group in the U.S. history. Until the millennial generation, who slightly surpassed them, baby boomers have had and continue to have a significant amount impact on politics and the economy. So if you're a baby boomer, let me hear you make some noise. Okay, let's not get too excited here, okay? Take a deep breath, calm down, breathe in and out, and relax, relate, and release.
Come on, honey. Relax, relate, release. Relax, relate, release. Relax, relate, release. Relax, relate, release. Yes.
Wow, there's quite a bit of you here today. Look, at all this wisdom in this room, so many shiny, sparkly strands of wisdom highlights protruding from your heads. Just so you don't think I'm showing favoritism, I'm going to shout out the rest of the generations. If I call your generation, you better represent and make some noise. So shout out to all those who were born between 1997 and 2012, Generation Z. Yeah, I know they're not listening. The only language they understand is TikTok. You know how to really mess with this generation. Put them in a room with a rotary phone and an analog watch and a TV with no remote. And rabbit ears for fun, and leave the directions for use in So, anyways, shout out to those who were born in 1981 and 1996, the millennials. And shout out to all of you who were born between 1965 to 1980, Generation X. Wow, it's a lot of y'all out there, okay. Now, why did the Gen Xer refuse to get rid of their landline phone? Because they didn't want to lose their connection to the 90s. Get it? Connection? Okay. And shout out to all of you who were born between 1925 to 1945, the traditionalists. Make some noise. Yeah, I guess that's why they call it the silent generation. In 1964, on the floor of the U.S. Senate, Democrats held the longest filibuster In our nation's history, 75 days. When senators want to put the brakes on legislations, they talk and talk and talk some more. That's called a filibuster. All trying to prevent the passing of one thing, the Civil Rights Act, but it did indeed pass. English rock band The Beatles released its first album in the United States. The group arrived on American shores for the first time on February 7, 1964, landing at JFK to throngs of screaming fans, primarily teenage girls. Just 6 days earlier, the band's single, I Want to Hold Your Hand, had reached the top of the U.S. charts. The group performed the song live on the Ed Sullivan Show on February 9th. Let's take a closer look at these and other important moments from 1964. You might remember some of them, and then again, you might not. Yamasky's final design for the World Trade Center was unveiled to the public on January 18, 1964, with an 8-foot model. The towers had a square plan approximately 207 feet in dimension on each side. Cassius Clay announced his name change to Muhammad Ali on March 6, 1964. The name change was part of a tradition of African Americans rejecting labels associated with slavery. The first production Ford Mustang went on sale to the public on April 17, 1964. The car was introduced at the New York World's Fair in Flushing Meadows, New York by Henry Ford II, and was unveiled to the press on April 14, 1964. The Mustang was originally designed as a small, low-cost, two-seat car with a rear-mounted engine and was intended to be affordable and fun to drive. The first-generation Mustang was available as a hardtop or convertible with a fastback version following in August 1964. In 1964, Martin Luther King Jr. was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for his dynamic leadership of the civil rights movement and steadfast commitment to achieving racial justice through nonviolent action. Wow, Ellie, there was a lot going on in your year that you were born. Now let's look at some numbers. You know, statistics show that those who have the most birthdays live the longest. In 1964, a new household average cost $13,050. The median sale price for an existing home in the U.S. was $393,500 as of March 2024. The average rent in the U.S. was $115 per month. Today, the average rent is $1,517 per month. A 4-pound bag of sugar costs 36 cents. Today, that same bag will run you about $3.24. A first-class postage stamp costs 4 cents. Today, a postage stamp costs 68 cents, but will increase to 73 cents on July 14, 2024. Wow. All I can say is inflation, inflation, inflation. Speaking of inflation, in 1964, a gallon of gas cost 30 cents per gallon. Today, Taco Bell is the only place where you can still get gas for under $2. Just kidding. No, for real. Well, I'm going to get you guys out of here, and I truly hope that you enjoyed this special event, especially you, Ellie. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your day. As I close, I will leave you with these words. Forget about the past. You can't change it. Forget about the future. You can't predict it. Forget about the present because I didn't get you. All right now. Bye, and happy birthday to you, Ellie.